Okay, so I just did the yellow. We're back here, we're starting the blue. I just turned the camera on and off just so I get some smaller clips. And I have to remember when I turn the camera on and off, it's going to, oh yes, it defaults back to, wait, that doesn't make sense. It's going to default back to HDR because I thought I started it with all my clips from yesterday were showing no HDR, but I did turn it off halfway, and if it was going to default back to HDR, that second clip should have shown HDR. Well, we're going to have to figure that one out, but for now, I just wanted to see how the quality would look with HDR. HDR is supposed to provide more colors. You know, if you're doing color adjustment and all that post-drive, it gives you more options to change and match. Like if you had two different cameras and you're trying to match the colors perfectly, if you have more range of colors, makes it easier. Now this camera is only, they call it 8-bit versus 10-bit on all the other cameras. It gives you a whole lot more colors, but unless you're doing like I just said, trying to match it to other cameras and you know, you want to get the colors completely the same, that's when the 10-bit will give you a whole lot more flexibility. But for mountain biking, none of that is a concern for me. I'm not matching anything to anything. The lighting keeps changing, you know, as I go through the trees in the shade. So that's the beauty of the mountain biking. I keep standing a little bit for the bumps. Have to see it all the way up, George. Going through these turnings. Big headwind here, but we have a motor today. Standing right now through these roots. This is the blue trail. So when I was in here with the camera when it was brand new a couple weeks ago, I had it on just an automatic mode. Now I have it in what they call their iLog. It gives me a flat recording, and then I can adjust everything with what they call a LUT. It's just like a color profile you add. So we're making the right here. All right, so up here is where I was going wrong. So we're going to stay to the right for a bit. All right, so we're going to stay to the right here. Just the way I normally go. And then last time I went in up to the left, we're going to hit that when we come back. I want to go up further. This is a new side. I want to go up further. Right there, that pink. We're going up here. And there's a little section that goes to the right up here. Takes you over to the hiking trails, but then it turns off of them before you get there. That's what I want to use up here. We're flying. All right, slow down a little bit here. All right, so that's the green. I don't want the green there. Did I miss the little trail I want? Let's see. I might have missed the little trail that I want. We're not gonna. Let's go a little, oh, there's the green there. Okay, so we did. So that's the green. And the little trail I want to the right should be right up here someplace. We go in there, and then when we come off of it, we got to come back, make a left and come back a little bit to get in on the orange. I just added that. All right, so let's look up here. Here it is right here. And we're just going to do this little loop here. When I was new on the fat bike, I was doing all the trails and everywhere learning, and the ranger caught me at the very end of my ride up here on the no biking sections, and he berated me for a half hour, literally, about I was, ripping up the artifacts in the ground. I was on the fat bike. So we're staying to the left here, on and on and on, and it was like, a $70 fine or something. Then I told him I worked in a bike shop, and he got more upset, more upset with me. And then after just holding me there forever, so we're going up around here. They changed that right there, blocked that section off. Oh, did I get off course? I think I got off course. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek here. All right, let's continue here. Then I'm gonna wiggle back. I'm gonna wiggle back. I don't know if this was in my route, but we're gonna go up here. Then I'll wiggle back. All right, so here, so let's see what I want here. All right, so let me see. So here, let me go down here a little bit further. A little bit further. Let me see where this is going to come out. I did this at the end of my ride the other day. All right. All right, Rob, let's see where we're going to come out. Let's see where we're going to come out up here. I don't think this was even on my route. All right, so here's where I go back. So here's where I have to go back. Yes, that's how I want to do it. And then at the end of the ride, I take this trail. All right, so let's get back up here. And I got to go left up here. All right, so let's get up here to the orange. That might have been where I was going to come over. And this right here is the orange. Let me just get my, check the camera, make sure it's recording still. We're good to go there. Do a quick wipe while I'm stopped. All right. All right. I think I climbed up this the other day. I was trying to, you know, get back to some of the spots I missed on the route. At the end of the ride, I went back. Listening to Joe Rogan and Dave Smith. I was trying to think of the name of when they cut sideways into the mountain, making a trail. Is it a box cut or some kind of a cut they call it? Not a box cut, ooh. The wind is so loud, so very loud. Box cut or, come on Rob, you can remember it. I remember when I came up to my very first year of mountain biking in 2000, it was in the autumn, the sleeves were so thick. I was with a new friend who had bought a bike in the shop I was working in. And I haven't spoken to him in all these years. I was dealing with my back issues and pain. And I just kind of lost track of everybody. So there was no harm meant there. I'm trying to think of his name. He used to drive tractor trailer, real smart man. He had a Jeep. And then he became a good rider. He bought a Specialized bike for me. In hindsight, I might have suggested he go up one size, but you know, he was on the brink of sizes. But I think we got a good deal on the one, so he went with that. All right, it's like I was saying before, if I stay on the front of the seat a little bit, it's easier to keep the front wheel from wallowing. All right, so we're coming down to the bridge up here. All right, so we're going across the bridge, right? I believe we're going across the bridge. We go across the bridge, right, and then we go up and make that hard jug handle right up here. Right, that's what we do. I go, you know, a 180-degree turn right up here. Ooh, almost didn't get around that turn. That's where the bike feels really long. Feels really long. This was the rocky way. So this is where it doesn't feel like I'm getting much power. So I'm trying to pedal a little less effort, but with speed. A little less effort, a little bit of speed to get the motor to come on. I just have to get my torso twisted around those turns. I'm excited to get oh, my foot hit. Excited to get home and play with the videos. Fun, fun, fun. Ooh. You heard me saying all right a whole lot. So I'm still using the trail motor. I'm not using all the horsepower in the motor, but I believe I make the hard left right up here. It's right here. Right here. So now we do the inner, little bit of the inner. Little bit of the inner loop. I just did a complete, outer on both sides. This is real bumpy and challenging when you're pedaling on an analog bike. Just amazing if you plow through things with speed, how the bike will respond. Hello. Very nice. e-bike fun today. I needed a rest. I needed a rest. He had a camera on his head. Got 1 gear lower. There you go, George. The seat's all the way up again. And if I sit forward on the seat, I think you see more of the tire. So Rudy. So Rudy. So Rudy. So when we get up here, we want to make sure I'm on the right track. Oops. I know we do a little piece of the, well, this is all yellow and it used to be a different color, but trying to look on the map. And so I'm going to go to the rightish up here.